to another CGO stream. I'm Ink, and sitting with me today is Miss Sky.
Good evening, guys. Welcome in this Roll 16 match. Finally, one of those Roll 16 games, and we'll have firePizza playing Team Venture.
Yeah, it's gonna be really exciting. It's the first time I think we've done a round of 16 game ever. I think I don't think we've ever done one this early, right?
Not really, no. So it's good to see. But yeah, then again, this game is quite important because the team that does win this game has already directly qualified for the Winter League, so that's real nice.
And in case you guys don't know, the Winter League, it's a league that we're running through February and March. There's our huge prize pool going on for that. There's like the title of master teams, all that fun stuff. You can check it out on the ESL website. Go check it out before or after this game. But let's talk about the teams right here. We have firePizza going up against Venture. Two teams we haven't really streamed before, and players we haven't really streamed that much. I mean, Mashik and Mangos have been streamed before, but let's go over the rosters, Jeremy. Who's on firePizza?
So we have Mr. Miam, Mishek, Marvelous, Mangost, and Infamous. So that's one Frenchie, Polish guy, Marvelous, and Infamous. Infamous also known as Wolfax, both Spanish, and then Mangost, the Dutch scope.
Alright, and then on the other team, Venture, we have Incore, It's Predator, Veto, or Vito, not sure how he wants to be called, Nautic, and Dons by. And they don't have a scope right now, so we'll have to see if they switch that up or not. They have 4 rifles and 1 point man. And I think we're ready to go.
Yeah, I think Veto can take up the round of scope, but for those who want to know, 3 Israelis in the team, Incore, Veto, and Nautic, Predator Spanish, and Don Sebi is from Italy.
Wow, you even know their nations, don't you? Wow, excellent job.
I know everyone in this game, except if they're NA, sorry.
Yeah. Alright guys, so it is the first time I've been streaming in a while, so make sure you let me know about any audio or video issues on the chat. I am paying attention to that. And we are going to be loading to the game with firePizza on EU first, which means Venture will be on defense.
Let's see their lineup, what guns do they have? Mostly, Miam's actually using a Kraken, Mango's more of a DSR, 47s. Quite open, but mostly AKs, FRs, and X95R. But that's expected.
Alright, and it's going to be opening up here in the round. We see where all the players are currently playing. And we see Mashik with that scope pushing up to backyard a little bit, but Vito is going to back off before Mashik can find him. Look at that smoke. Pretty good there in the backyard.
Yeah, main action is gonna happen around Predator now. He's gonna get pushed by 3 guys, and they've already taken over mini control. Looks like they're gonna be ready for a 2 push, where at this point it's just Vito in there. The Incore is already rotating.
Yeah, I think Predator has heard them as well, so he's made that call. That's why Incore is going to be rotating to the site now. And I think firePizza might be taking too much time here. They're allowing Venture to set up unless they're trying to fake or something. Here comes the push. Oh, Vito getting the first kill onto Marvelous, taking him out with a headshot through the window. Infamous looking for another. It's not going to work out. Venture holding on to this 2 site, but look at this. firePizza is fighting back. Mashik, Mr. Meme getting kills as well. Predator holds 1. He gets the first kill. Looking for the second backyard. Pushes down. Oh, Mashik misses the scope shot. Predator with the double kill to end the round.
Quite an interesting hold, actually. They were just there with 2 people at the start, but they completely annihilated firePizza's push. That was really nice.
I mean, it kind of went back and forth a little bit there. I mean, Predator really did bring it back into for Venture there. But firePizza, I liked how they set up there. They took control of everything, but they just took too long, I think. There was just too many players and too many angles to eventually check when they made their move. Look at that, Infamous getting that kill into Predator, shutting down a player from Venture.
Oh, Mangos takes down Incore through the smoke while being UAV'd. Vito's getting pushed. He's gonna hold off 2 by his own. He's gonna get pushed by all of the guys. Now he does get the 2K, 3 for him so far. Just Mango's left, pistols out, but he's all by himself. Yeah, he's now gonna get the cover from him.
And there's the bait and switch there. Buddy system coming out to secure the round for firePizza. A good try out there from Vito, yeah.
Yeah, if he had gotten the chance to reload there, we would have probably aced there. It was in a really good spot to take them all down and eventually getting a 3K even.
Indeed, and we're all tied up 1-1 here in the first half. We're gonna have to see where firePizza decides to go here. It looks like they're working on that middle once again, as we saw in the last few rounds here.
Look how aggressive Vito is playing. He already checked out the spiral area, so he knows that firePizza is going to be focusing on either mid or on one. And since he's playing from spiral, watching Mini, he sees the nades being thrown. He is in a real good spot. There we go. Infamous falls.
He does get that first. He does get that first pick, but he also loses. So now it's 4-on-4. Definitely an advantage to the offensive team here, especially over on that 2 side as well, since Mangos has the cross rotation from that 1 side. Potentially might even pick one up here. Oh,
Yeah,
he spots one, the shoulder peak. Mangos is just holding steady, waiting for it.
Yeah, but at this point, Predator is also, well, he's alone in 2. He's playing the same spot as before. So I think the guys know where he's going to be. And Michelle will probably get him.
And see, Mangos here missed that scope shot. So they have 2 players inside of 2 now. And firePizza is still going to try to go to this 2 site, even knowing that. We're going to have to see if it can work out here. Meme has gone to the site. Mangos waiting on the backside here. Predator getting 1 kill onto Mashik. Meme taking out Predator. Don's Boy taking down Mr. Meme. It's going to be Mangos here. Needs to find these picks. Oh, missing a shot once again in this round. And Don's with that pre-fire. It's going to be up to Marvelous.
Yeah, he's going to get stabbed from the back main core.
Just spraying wildly there into the 2 site trying to look for that kill, but there's too many players for him to really do anything. 2-1 now for the defensive squad, Venture. Are you... Yeah?
They're focusing, well, firePizza is focusing a lot on the 2 side, and what surprises me how well Team Venture is able to secure that. They usually have only 2 guys inside there when about 3 or 4 firePizza members are pushing it, but they seem to control it fairly easily, and that's very impressive. They're allowing firePizza to take mid control, but they don't really care because they can come back from that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can have all the mid control in the world, but when you can't get into the 2 site, it's a pretty big deal. And
yeah, now
that,
they did open up. Now this side they go for 1. They surprise the team a little bit, getting picks real fast, and yeah, that's round in 45 seconds.
Venture didn't know where to look inside of that 1 side. I mean, firePizza just, they were at vent, they were at stairs, they kind of worked the stairs initially, and that's where they found their opening, but then Venture, they just kind of broke down, they couldn't hold it, the rotations came in, and it didn't matter, so great job from firePizza on their slow, methodical push into that 1 side. It looked really simple for them to do that. And alright, so we're going to have firePizza sitting on these 1 stairs once again. Probably going to try to reproduce what they were able to do last round here through that smoke. But they have dropped bomb at mid, so they're waiting to see, you know, if they can actually do anything at 1 here. Potentially even rotate over to 2. Actually, they're really far away from the bomb. They won't be able to be very reactionary. I think this 1 side is just going to be a fake because of that.
Yeah, I think they're going to rely on Mangles this round to get a couple of picks from the players that are going to be rotating. Yeah, there we go. That's 1 pick. Now Naughty can't push anymore. This is the way they're just gonna try and play that out. And with Infamous getting the pick now on Don Sebi, they pretty much have 1 control. With Michigan getting shut down at 2, they will take control over 1 side. And Naughty has to get in now. He's got no chance there. And look at that, Mangles is still playing in the mid, so he's not gonna push up though.
Oh, Predator getting 1 kill. Mr. Meme following up with a kill onto him. Marvelous with the kill onto Vito as well. Yeah, it was a 2-on-4 situation there for Venture, and they were trying to get into the 1 side as well. Pretty much the hardest situation you can really think of to try and retake that site.
I think firePizza noticed that 2 side is too hard to take at this point, so they're focusing a bit more on 1. And what Team Venture is trying here, well, at least attempted to, was a control with 2 guys in the stairs 1. That's actually perfect if you know that the enemy team is more focusing on 1, but they backed off too soon in my opinion.
Yeah, the key thing to have to see here from Venture is that they moved Vito over to 1 side. He was playing over at that 2 side. He was getting a lot of kills there, and now he's playing 1 because that's where firePizza is going. So that's a call that has come out from Venture. And we're going to have to see if it works for them. I mean, Mangos is still looking for a pick over at 2. And firePizza, they're not really committing to anything yet. They're just waiting for those picks similar to last round. But there is going to be a mid push.
Mid now.
Predator gets one. Can he find the second? He's getting pushed. He jumps around to spot him, but he's actually going to be free here to just run away. He's actually going to push up. There's 2 scopes here. He finds Mashik, but Mashik with a pistol. We'll take him out. Kind of surprised that Predator tried to push that with no support from behind him or anything like that. Mashik is going to spot one player going to 2. Are firePizza going to keep trying to take this 2 site?
They're just gonna stick around in mid for now. They're trying to get a pick. Well, with Vito now being down, they're gonna force a mid push.
Mangos is going to hop up in here. Let's see if he can get a pick. He's got 2 players in spawn. He's locking them both down. He spots the head. Smoke is out. Can he get it through the smoke? Oh, he's going to get flashed. He can't see. He misses the first shot. He's going to have to run back. He's got rifle support on his left.
Yeah, they're going to flash and push him probably. If they take out Don Sabi, they've got control of the map. If Don Sabi does get some picks, yeah, there we go.
Oh, but look at this infamous.
Enemy troops eliminated. Roger.
To be fair, about 20 seconds ago, nothing was lost yet for either of the teams, but as soon as those picks were made, it was just all over. A little bit of a... Well, pretty much when Don Sebi fall, that's what all mattered. He was playing maybe a little bit too far out, but Mangos did a good job on pushing him. And after getting that kill, the 2 push from 2 sides, yeah, there's not too much you can do about that.
Alright, well, for this round at least, Venture, they're looking like they're going to try to do a fast one here. They're trying to get control of the stairs. If they get control of these stairs, are they going to push out? That's going to be the question. There's a smoke still up. They are going to nade for it. And there's a point man sitting here. He gets 1 kill. He gets the 2nd kill. Well, that's going to be Mankos, who is actually supporting him from the back as well. Donsby does take down Infamous.
This is exactly how Team Venture tried to plan to play the previous round, but they backed off of it. And now... It was only Infamous there being on the stairs, and he got a 2k. That's really important for firePizza.
Yeah, I like that.
Sabi alone. And he's very low. He does get Mangos. Gonna push in. Marvelous there left.
Yeah, Marvelous. He looked away for a second there. I thought he wasn't gonna get the kill, but he actually did able to get it. Was able to get it. Sorry. But yeah, as you were saying, I think in that final round we saw in the previous half. It looked like Pizza Fire had no direction of where they were wanting to go, but they were getting kills because Venture was just pushing out at mid recklessly. Like, you saw Predator, you saw, I don't quite remember who else it was, but they lost 2 players in mid because they were just pushing out on their own. So really weird, situation coming out there from both teams, but 5-2 now for Pizza Fire. Quite a big lead for them. 2 more rounds and they will be able to take the map. And just a whole bunch of nades coming out here on 1 stairs as usual. That nade spam, you know, pretty much.
Ooh, look at that. The push happening too fast from deep. Look at Mangos go there. Oh my god. At first he makes a pick, jumps up, gets another shot, and then takes out Encore with 3k. What the hell was that, man?
Well, you put a scope like Mangos with the TSR, and that's gonna happen at least once or twice in a map. It's just so, that gun is so strong in the hands of a decent scope. Look at that, Encore opening up with the first frag. Mr. Meme is getting caught out of nowhere. Encore getting the 2nd kill of the round as well. Oh, but look at this, Marvelous in a really good spot here. He gets a 1 shot, but he can't get the double kill. Definitely needed to get that to hold down 2 side for the rest of his team. Going to be a 1-on-3 now with Donsby taking down Infamous. And it's going to be up to Mangos. He's going to try to retake this. He's got 2 players inside of the site. Smoke out. He's going to rush. Nope, he's going to sit on this corner. He's going to be inside of the site. Oh, misses the first shot. Is going to get taken out from that pre-fire. Good try from Mangos, but that's going to be 3-6 now for Venture. They are going to try to bring it back, but they've got 4 more rounds to go before they lose 1. So what do you think Venture needs to do to really like get back into the game? I mean, 4 rounds in a row, it's a pretty big effort here. Like, what do they have to do? Like, not die to nades like that from Mr. Meme, I guess.
Oh, that also, but the thing that firePizza has here, they have a really strong 1 defense, so they don't really want to go to 1 side because otherwise they're going to be in deep trouble. But at this point, they're down 2v5. I don't think that anything's going to happen now, especially with Dawn already being half. He's just falling to Mishik's aim. So it's Predator left with 90 HP, and he's got a Clay it to keep his team in the half. So I assume this map.
And he's just sitting up here in pillar room, you know, just running around. He's got 4 players to go through here sitting at mid. He's going to rush into them. Probably the worst place he can go to right now.
Nah, it doesn't really matter. I think he knows as
Yeah,
well.
he just gave up, I think, there too. So that's going to be 7-3 for Pizza Fire on India, taking the first map in the best of 3 series. Now, what do you think about both of the teams there, Venture's performance and Pizza Fire?
Well, firePizza saw that on the defense that Team Venture had set up at 2 side, that was just way too good. Once they realized that, focus a bit more on 1, they got to a 4-2 lead in the half, which was really important. And pretty much then it was all sorted out because their defense was just a lot stronger. Where Team Venture just had a good 2 setup, they didn't focus as much on the stairs 1 as we saw Infamous do. And that just helped them win. I think mainly tactics and also some individual skills played a part, because I think we can say more than fair that firePizza has some better individual players than Team Venture. But yeah, they're both top 16 teams definitely. I do believe that they're both going to qualify for the Winter League. They're definitely good, but tactics also do play a part, and I think that firePizza utilized that better in this game.
Yeah, I kind of wish that Venture didn't just start giving up in the last 2 rounds there, and they just kept trying, because that way we could have seen if they actually had the individual skill to go up against Pizza Fire. Because in that first half there with Venture, I think that 1 site definitely let them down. That's kind of why they lost that first half, and ultimately they didn't have enough rounds, and they gave up those last 2 rounds, and then they lost the map. So yeah, just really interesting there between the 2 sides.
Well, I think actually that the map that was picked, India was picked by Team Venture, and if that's true, then the second map of it, well, actually, I don't really see firePizza picking this map unless they practice on it. So let's see.
Well, it is also a pretty scope-heavy map, and we saw Encore try to do a little bit, but it wasn't as much as Mangos was doing. The impact that he had, even if he wasn't getting a kill in a round, he was still. And I believe this is going to be firePizza on EU. Alright, so okay, so this is Airplane. Scope-heavy map. Let's see what Mashik and Mangos can do. Mashik actually, I thought he was a pretty good rifle, and then he started picking up the scope lately, and he's been doing a really good job with it. Really surprised about that as well.
Well, Mishik's pretty much of an all-rounder.
Yeah.
Well, not for appointment then, but he is a great rifle.
He used to point
can
man.
step in as a scope. He can pretty much do anything. That makes him a really strong player. But at this point, firePizza is more depending on a 2-scope setup.
Yeah, Natuk, whatever, was trying to peek there on Mashik, and Mashik just took him down. But Predator actually returns the kill onto Mashik. Mashik not following it up.
Sebi is playing. He surprises Mangos if he's gonna get Infamous as well. That's gonna be real good for them. Vito's now pushing up, and I think Infamous is gonna fall to that. They haven't realized Vito being there. Now he does. He gets picked off. Miam makes the trade. He's gonna fall into Don Sebi.
Much back and
really
forth.
unfortunate round. Really unfortunate, but a very interesting hold from Team Venture, and somehow it worked out perfectly. But I don't know.
Basically, aside from Natik dying there to Mashik, it basically Venture won that round just by their positioning. They had taken control of that alleyway inside of the 1 hallway or whatever. And that pretty much got them 3 kills just from that, along with Vito coming in from that double door to back him up. And that's what you have to do on this Airplane map. That's a pretty fundamental thing to do. And here we are seeing the push. Infamous isn't having any of it anymore. He takes down Donsby. Donsby's going to be shut down without any impact this round. And now it's going to be a setup for one site push here coming out from Pizza Fire. They're going to just smoking everything off that they possibly can, but they still have players inside of this 1 site that they need to deal with. Encore trying to get a pick through the smoke or something. He gets pre-fired, and ultimately Mangos takes him out. Oh, look at this, nice. Oh, but Predator will get taken out. Now takes down Marvelous with a double kill onto Infamous.
Yeah, Meme's already
Oh,
rotating.
Vito with that headshot onto
Oh my
Mashik.
god.
Mashik just popped up too, and Vito took him out there. Mr. Meme does have the bomb. There's no one sitting on two, but does he have enough time to rotate? Yeah, he does have enough time.
Yeah.
Before
More
Vito
than
or
enough.
yeah, I meant for them to rotate over. But yeah.
I haven't even realized it. So Meme's gonna have the time to actually get into the blue room, but he's
Now-
not gonna try and do that.
Where is Meme wanting to go here? Like, does he want to go blue room? Is he going to sit spawn? How does he want to play this? If both players come from that spawn side, it's okay, but if one comes from blue, he spots one, spots the second, but Vito, nice reaction time from him, just playing it safe. And that's going to be Venture taking it 2-0 now, if they defuse the bomb, and I mean, Airplane is a pretty defensively sided map, so it's not surprising that this is how it started. It might take a while for the offensive team to figure out what they need to do to break through this defensive hold that Venture's putting on. But so far, it's looking pretty good. I mean, Vito, we saw him do phenomenally in the first 2-3 rounds of India, and then he kind of dropped off later on throughout the map, so we need to see him actually continue his performance here, as he is sitting here with 6-1 for kills, and he almost has 5 damage too.
Well, seeing the way they play now, I'm quite positive that Team Venture picked Airplane. They've definitely practiced a lot on this map, and so far they're doing really, really well. But yeah, for firePizza, it's a trick to get as many rounds as they can. But at this point, I don't see him getting much rounds here.
Yeah,
Real solid so far.
Yeah. Venture, I mean, if they can stop Pizza Fire from getting 2 rounds, then I mean, they've pretty much won the map technically if you want to go by like how we've seen this map play out before in the past. But I mean, it's all up to Pizza Fire here to do what they can do. I mean, let's see what they have. I mean, they have a point man and 2 scopes. I don't know, Mashik was getting those, he got 1 pick, Mango's got 1 pick as well, but they haven't followed up with those picks. They haven't really utilized them or taken them into a site. And when they have in that previous round that we saw there, it was Predator and Vito who were just waiting for everyone to push in.
They're just playing really smart positions. They play aggressive when they need to. They don't stand in grenade spots.
And they
Just know exactly
anti-smoke
what
like
they
that. Like, Vito saw that they were in double doors, he smoked it up and they tried to push through it, and he got that kill. Mango's, though, will find a kill onto Natik on the other side of the map.
This round doesn't look good for them. Miam is playing really nicely there in the blue room. He's getting a 2K and he knows that Vito is still there. Pistols out. Vito's gonna get that pick. Incore is also in the base. Mango's trying to push them. But Vito is waiting for that. Oh, look at that headshot. And now it's Mishek in the blue room. He gets shut down by Vito as well. They're gonna bring it back after all.
And it's up to Marvelous, he's got 10 HP.
Oh, he's playing this really smart, but he's not gonna do it. Vito barely hangs on, but look at him go. He's currently 11.5 to 1 after 3 rounds.
Charge defused.
He's completely carrying this team on his back.
And we see this actually a lot on Airplane defense, where this one player just completely demolishes the other team. Like, we've seen Taz do that in some of his games, and we've seen Epi do it as well. So it's definitely not surprising to see one player just going 11 to 1 with almost 8 damage in just 3 rounds. That's actually absolutely crazy. Alright, Donsby is sitting in his favorite spot. He's in this hallway here inside of the double doors. He's got a lot of players that he could run into. It's going to be Mangos and, who's that? Infamous, yeah. He's actually going to try to peek. He peeks out. He catches Mangos. Mangos was looking right at him. He gets a double kill as well into Infamous. That's a terrible start here for Pizza Fire. They lose another player. Mashik fights back a little bit with a kill into Vito. Takes down the carry. Potentially might be able to bring it back, but it is a 2-on-3 here. Marvelous getting shot out here. He's very low HP. He's got to run away. He doesn't die from that pre-fire. He will make it out.
He does die now.
Predator, of course, you know, went after him.
What surprises me is how Dunsebi is able to catch Mangles and the others off guard for the 2nd round out of 4 rounds now, because he has been playing in there, I think 3 out of 4 rounds already. So why did I not check it? It's quite odd.
Yeah, I'm confused to how Mashik actually got into blue room. He didn't come up from mid, he was just checking that, but he was in blue room for like the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, he did come from it. It was a broken wall.
What?
It was a broken wall.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He's now gonna push up to Nautic. I'm not sure if he's gonna watch that. Yeah, he's not.
Friendly troops eliminated.
And that's 4-0 for Team Venture. Holy damn.
Main base. Your efforts are
And even with losing Vito, they still were able to win that round. I mean, he only got 1 kill that round, and the rest of his team picked it up and were able to secure it out. So it's not looking good for Pizza Fire here. And it's looking a little bit more than they're just getting outplayed because of the map advantage. They're just getting outplayed completely. Like, look at those set nades. Oh,
Yeah.
Infamous finally shutting down Onsby.
They had enough of it now. They're just gonna push like crazy. And this is exactly what they need to do, because if they're pushing so fast, there is no chance for Team Venture to come up with an answer to that.
And there's only 2 players left alive for Venture, and they're both at a big choke point. Predator getting a headshot through the smoke. Mashik actually will take him down. It's going to be up to Natik. Oh, I can't find it. Runs through that smoke.
Finally, that's probably what firePizza is thinking now.
Well, if firePizza hadn't actually won a round this half, that would have been really terrible. It's really bad if they actually can't win one more, and it's 5-1 for them as well. Gonna have to see how this works out here in double doors. Nice exchange between both the teams here. It's gonna be 4-4. And yeah, Mangos is just on a rampage now. I think he's had enough. I think he wants to actually start winning some rounds here. He's like, guys, what's going on here? Oh, look at this. Mashik missing 1 shot. It's not going to matter though. Predator takes down Mangos. Infamous with that kill into Predator. Mashik getting caught out. He's very low HP. He's going to get just shot down from Vito with a headshot on top of it.
Yeah, but look where Marvelous is playing. He already has the blue room control, so he can... Ooh, but that pre-fire from Vito is just so deadly. He's 15-3. Wow.
Look at where Marvelous is playing right now. He's playing in the absolute corner. This reminds me of that black scent on one site a little bit. Where you come up the stairs, you don't see this guy there. But Vito, he's prepared for it, but he gets shot from the back by Infamous. Really good buddy system there coming out from Pizza Fire. Oh, look at that. Really good play there. Listening for that sound. Encore taking probably too fast there. And alright, that's what we... The tick, though, is going to open up with a kill to Mangos. Donsby finding another kill, and look at that, Vito taking down Marvelous as well. It's going to be 2 players left here. Infamous does find one at the Encore, but still 2-on-4 for the defensive team, and they have to retake the one site. Smokes are down. Bomb is about to get planted. Predator finding that kill into Infamous. It's going to be a 1-on-4. Mashik is so low, and he's just hopping around the bullets through these smokes.
You can see how much Venture has practice on Airplane. Yeah. They exactly know how to play it, and firePizza is potentially a top 4 team here, and if they can already do this to firePizza, then what can they do?
Okay, we have to talk about Mashik here. He's got 2 kills. Can he find a third? Donsby was peeking him a little bit, but he's playing in the window. It's going to be really tough for Mashik to clutch this out, even if he can find another kill. He misses. Oh, Predator missed like 5 shots there on a 1 HP target. That was a little embarrassing, but he will secure it for his team 5-2. And you're definitely right. The timings, the way that they cover their angles when they push into that one site was just, it was well practiced, and you could definitely tell they had prepared for this map. Definitely much more than Pizza Fire had. I mean, Pizza Fire, I don't know what to say too much about that one site defense. Mangos going for an opening frag, but he misses the shot and he takes like 90 damage for his trouble. He's very low, and this could make one side a prime target for Venture to go to.
You can just see the way Venture plays. They know exactly how they're gonna do it. They have split up completely. The C4 is back at box room, so they're just gonna wait till they get their picks, then decide where they can go and move in there.
Alright, so Encore is going to try to push up through this broken wall area, see if he can find an opening. He's actually finding an opening in their spawn. He will get shut down there by Mr. Meme, who was covering that. So really good job there from Pizza Fire But it looks like everyone's just gonna rotate over to 1 here from Venture. But Infamous is getting all these kills.
Yeah, I think by now they realize that this round is quite lost. But they still have the advantage, so that's good for them. But within the next couple of rounds, they do really have to get another one. It's now 5-3. It's possible for both teams. It's mainly because Infamous is now also stepping up. But look at Vito go 17.5 to 6 after merely 8 rounds. He's just doing 2k average each round.
He has double the damage of his entire team, like of anyone else on his team. And here comes another aggressive push, I think, from Venture. Yeah, they are going to push out here. They've got 2 players on that one side to contend with. Pizza Fire, I believe it's Manghost and Infamous that they need to get through. Encore looking for 1. Look at this, Marvelous, Manghost, each getting killed. Manghost getting a second. Oh, Marvelous getting a second on his own. That's going to be 4 kills. Donsby's going to fall as well. 3k for Marvelous, 2k for Manghost. And I mean, when both players get a kill, or multiple kills, how are you really going to take that 2 site, or 1 site? And it was funny because Pizza Fire, Manghost, and Marvelous, they were sitting inside of the site and they actually weren't peeking. They were waiting for them to actually get into the site and they got site kills. Manghost opening up this round though with a kill onto Donsby. Donsby just trying to point man jump across that doorway a little bit. Isn't going to work out for him. Manghost, I think, is getting warmed up and it's definitely changing the flow of this game for Venture. And they're trying to work this one, but I mean, they're this 2 side, but it hasn't looked crisp. I mean, they lost those players last round trying to go to this site as well. And they've put smokes out, but do they have any more smokes to work the rest of the site?
Yeah, Venture is just gonna play it slow at this point. They do have a 3-point mid setup, which is really, really aggressive. But it seems like firePizza is catching up already. After those last 2 rounds that they seem to have gotten that much confidence to overcome pretty much their setback that they had the first 4 rounds, because they completely lost those. But after those 4 rounds, they're definitely catching up properly.
Alright, and Manghost has left 1 site, and that's going to be 4 players eventually that are going to try to push into it. Manghost is looking at it, he's trying to cross into the site, he's going to almost get hit by that nade, but the smoke is going to come out. They allow Manghost enough time to rotate onto that 1 site, and I believe this is where the final push is going to come out from, guys. And there's going to be 3 guys from Pizza Fire here. Manghost opening up with a frag onto Predator. Vito dying as well to Infamous, and Infamous is on the flank here. Marvelous taking down the tick. 1 more player here. It's going to be Infamous who almost takes him out. Yeah, will take him out, and that's going to be Encore, and that's going to be a tie score 5-5 between Pizza Fire and Venture. Pizza Fire have brought it back from that 5-2 deficit. So things definitely do change here, and if Pizza Fire can actually win the next 2 rounds, or they can get 7-5 or 7-6, they'll actually win 2-0. So Venture, their backs are actually up against the wall here in this map. They need to start winning rounds on offense, and they need to find a hole somewhere to get through.
Yeah, the cup completely turned around at this point now. It was looking so good for Venture after the first 4 rounds, but now we're 10 rounds in, the odds are suddenly turned against them. But I also see that Vito's score isn't going up that much anymore. He can't carry as much as he could on defense. So yeah, at the start they relied a lot on him, and when he's not making the frags, they're unfortunately losing the rounds.
Yep, and I really like Pizza Fire's defense. I like how they have that scope sitting at mid. They have Manghost sitting all the way over at 1 with the point man actually supporting him at close range there. Like, Manghost just got that kill into Vito, and if there's anyone else there, Marvelous will be able to get them for that repeat.
Yeah, Incourse now trying to make a move on mid, but Mishek shuts him down straight away. 3 on 5 already. Don Sebi tanking some shots. He picked up the scope. And he does get Mishek down. And with Predator getting the pick on Infamous, it's suddenly all open again. Marvelous and Mangos, what are you guys doing? You're just leaving 2 side completely open. It's just me, I'm covering it at this point.
If Miam dies here before the rest of Pizza Fire have rotated over, it could be really bad for their chances of winning this round. I mean, it looked like Pizza Fire...
Let's go. Marvelous gets a pick onto Don Sebi, so they know that everyone now has to be located. If not at the box, then they are at 2 side. So Mango's just gonna walk around the corner and try and get that pick. But Miam's there first. It's just not a take. Mango takes that.
Yeah, it would have been really bad if Pizza Fire had dropped that round. Like, they had that round 1 in the first 2 opening picks that they got. If they were to throw that away, that would have been a huge throw. It's a good thing they didn't, so it's going to be 6-5 now for Pizza Fire, 1 round away from actually knocking out Venture into the loser bracket, and securing a spot in the Winter League as well.
Yeah, look at that. Venture's going for a 1 push again. It failed a couple of rounds ago, but they seem to be dedicated to it again. Mangos can't get the pick quite yet. Marvelous now going to try and peek out.
Here comes the push. Mango's getting that pick. Oh, getting a double kill, and okay, Venture, they need to go faster here. They're just losing all these players to Mr. Me, Mangos, and everyone else. Marvelous, look at that, and that's going to be it. 7-5 for Pizza Fire, bringing it back down from a 5-2 deficit, I believe.
Yeah, 5-2.
So excellent job to them on their win here. 7-5.
A bit surprising at the start. I really thought that Team Venture would push it to a 3rd map. They were playing it really, really strong, but I think in the end the individual skill did play a big part. You saw that Marvelous and Mangos together were able to hold that one side because they just simply played it out all on sense. And yeah, even though Team Venture had really good strategies for this map, they played it really smart. They just couldn't make it. I think their defense was definitely really, really good, but on attack, they just couldn't pull it through.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely would have to agree that I think we just have to go back to India to look and see why they lost. I mean, you saw Vito doing a really good job there holding that 2 site, but I mean, it just kills me how badly they couldn't hold that 1 site on defense. Because if they had, they could have potentially taken India. But yeah, I don't know. It's been happened. They still have a chance to go through and qualify. They're only in the loser bracket, so they still have a long way to go. So we're gonna have to see how this turns out. But good job to Pizza Fire or Fire Pizza or whatever their name is. I actually don't remember if it's Pizza Fire or Fire Pizza.
Fire Pizza it is.
I've been calling them Pizza Fire because